Hello, Potato. We are out and about again for Brick Palooza. It is a celebration of Lego fans and Lego builds. And we came to it last year and it was pretty cool. And last year I think it was a one-day event. But this year they're doing a full weekend. And I'm here on the first day, the preview day. It's for normal ticket buyers, it's a Saturday and Sunday event. But if you bought early, you could get tickets to come on Friday for a special preview day, where there's supposed to be some tchotchkes to get, and I guess raffles and seminars or workshops. I'm not sure exactly, but I figured something else it'd be a better day to get some video of some of these sets and some of the builds and some of the original creations, better shots than I could get last year. So we're here a little bit early. It's supposed to start, I think, at 11. So we will head on inside, find the queue, and go in and look at some fantastic original Lego builds, some older Lego sets available for purchase for massively inflated prices, but available all the same, and just generally have ourselves a good time looking at Lego and maybe buying a few as well. Let's go inside. We are a little early, but if you look in there, you can see there are people still setting up. They're supposed to open in 20 minutes. I'm not sure they're going to be 100% ready, but it looks like there's going to be some interesting things to look at. I don't remember that big roll-down door being there before. Was that there last year? I may have to go back and look at last year's video to see. But yeah, they're getting all the Lego all set up and ready for us.
Come on, guys. Take those pen. Okay. And you didn't hurt. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll do swag, you do check-in.
And we are inside, and look, we can actually walk around. It's not overfilled yet. And we've got our lanyard, we've got our little tchotchke, we've got a bracelet to put on. So I'm going to put the camera down for a second and put the bracelet. Ooh, droids. We may have to get droids, but I'll leave my bracelet on and we'll record some more. Oh, and we can enter for, it's for voting. We'll have to vote on stuff. We'll have to do that, but first this. I think some of these great models. Well, we can see that is from the Succulent set, but they've obviously done some unique stuff with it. Some sort of these are some hidden side vehicles. They've turned into kind of they came from the desert sort of a thing. We have here clearly the cause of the shipping delays. And we have some I love the alien invasion. I have the tripod kit there. I wish they had continued that set. This is kind of what I do with my my city set although mine's more kind of Marvel and DC and Lego movie. But see, this is why I want a T-Rex. I need a T-Rex in my city. Maybe we can find a T-Rex for a reasonable price here. Got planes, we've got Snoopy, and apparently Woodstock is the Red Baron. I bet you didn't know that. And we'll see if it's still putting the finishing touches. Looks like it'll be a really good display. We'll have to swing back a little later and see how it turned out. It would take a lot of minifigures to fill that stadium. We need to keep track of which ones like the best because there is voting. So we need to decide which one we like the best so we can vote for it. Lego mosaic art is always interesting. They do that at the Lego store in downtown Disney. You can have a mosaic of yourself made, but clearly there's a way you can do this on your own. Of course, require a lot of bricks, and I think the ones at Lego store are only in black and white, which makes the color ones that much more impressive. Look, we have sort of a, we got sort of a lenticular thing going here. I think the camera picks it better than my eyes do. This way. This way. That's actually pretty cool. And funnily, it seems to work better on camera. It's like more obvious on my camera screen than it is to my naked eyes. But that's really cool. That is a really creative use of those little fiddly bits. What is that one? They don't have numbers on those. Oh, 17? 17, I think. So that's one to keep in mind.
Yeah, my whole thing here. This is like, yeah, this is class number 2. The Star Wars section. Hello. Yeah, right? It's a lot of fun. Alright. Really good number, so...
Ooh, they have the Moss Espa Cantina.
Yeah, I love like...
It's some like really neat looking... I think that's supposed to be Camino.
I think Amy was looking around. I was just wondering where...
And that would be, what, the Battle on Naboo?
Because it seems like there's kind
Some
of like...
real nice, a big version of the skiff. I like the little skiff. Like the little tiny one that came with the
yeah, because I have my airship...
remade version of...
Alright.
Oh, I don't know
should I
right
just
now.
tell you those just in case?
Oh, the Sarlacc.
Sure, we can
Oh,
do
no,
that.
that is the thing I want them to make a like legitimate set of, the Rancor.
Yeah, give me a title. Sure, I don't know, Wondrous Airship.
That Rancor is really fantastic. And a nicer version of the Naboo Starfighter than the official kit.
And then you can have the 3. Oh,
And that is a set that I specifically said I wanted them to make, where they're chasing the mayor's little lackey with the Power Ranger bikers. I want that to be a real set too. There's a lot of stuff here I would love to see them make official kits out of.
Alright, thank you. Yeah, that's all mine. And then yeah, I can go grab Andy's and categorize this.
We have the Back to the Future clock tower. That is awesome. Bet you didn't know that Hill Valley was next to a medieval village, but now you do. Now you know this. It's canon because it's here.
Maybe a little more than 100.
Some really nice custom train cars here. Pretty sure like the Sacramento Brook Builders and Chateau Wines and Union Pacific cars are not official. Ooh, the Southern Pacific cars look really nice too. It's really like beautiful, skilled craftsmanship on some of these. Well, on all of these. That implies some of them aren't well done.
Oh, we went to school together, so... What do you do? No, I'm local. Oh, you're local. Okay. Yeah. White Acre.
Here we have another kit I would absolutely buy if it was for sale. Johnny 5. Because Johnny 5 is alive. See, I could never build a kit this detailed because my giant hands would just knock over 5 things whenever I tried to put one thing. I would need to use like tweezers or something to be able to get this much detail into a display. We have reached the Batman section here. There's different Batmobiles, the Tumbler, the 60s. We've got the Joker's car from a Lego Batman movie. I don't recognize that set, but it's very nicely done. We have the Bat Shuttle. And then we move over into Hogwarts. Got some Star Wars back there. Ooh, that is a nice custom pirate ship. I don't think that's the official pirate ship. That looks nice. The black, I guess it's the Black Pearl. And then we have got Five Nights at Freddy's here. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. That's a nice one. Looks like it was made by Noah H. It's really, really cool. We have a modified version of the Treehouse, it looks like, with the Scooby Gang coming to do something with it. I think that's an Indiana Jones set. The big buzzsaws on it. Maybe they'll remake that for the new movie. And then we have a whole Indiana Jones Raiders display. Although this actually appears to be Temple of Doom, because I'm guessing that's going to be the mine car when they have it turned on. Hopefully we can come by later on and have it turned. Looks like if you join the Brick Builders, you get a little custom sign to put on your displays. That's really cool. This is really impressive, Josh. You probably will never see this video, but this is really fantastic. Never have I seen so. What's the Ecto one doing in there? Sneaky. Very sneaky. Some nifty little Lego tree ornaments here.
What's that? No problem.
Harry Potter themed one.
We'll be here.
Star Wars. That's what you do with the little Star Wars ships in the advent calendars. You make ornaments out of them. Never thought of doing that.
Hello, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. We have here where you can make your own snow globe.
That could be fun. We'll make a snow globe. Okay. So we need a globe.
Yeah, you pick a globe, a tree, a figurine, and a bag of snow for $10.
Huh?
What globe do you want?
Well, I think
You want that kind of thing?
do the globe.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a good tree.
Yeah, go ahead and take your pick.
Silver or gold or...
Too many to choose from, right?
That one's kind of cool.
Okay. I know.
You think the darker green or the lighter green? How about the thicker ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
The thick one?
That's a nice full one.
Yeah.
All right, so that one.
Okay.
And then we need to pick a figure.
This is strong.
Interesting one. You need...
We take
That's an interesting one. You like that one better?
It's white.
AMX.
You want to do white? Okay.
Want that one or this guy?
Where's the banner at? We forgot to put the banner up.
This one or that one?
I do believe they have a banner.
Well, he's the other one that looks like sword on him, so...
Oh.
Too many to choose from.
I
huh?
know. Doctor. This one then?
Sure. That's what you like?
That was the top hat.
Yeah. And then we can pick a snow.
Which one?
Got red. We've got a lot
Do
of...
you like that one?
This one?
Because it would match the tree and his
Okay.
dress.
Let me get you a bag.
Yeah. That one.
So we'll have to put this together when we get back to the Voidspace. And see how they go. But that's what they should look like if I do them correctly. You can even
Right.
add some little embellishments in there. I got another idea for what to do with all those old advent calendar pieces. There's a lot more kind of unofficial Lego custom stuff this year. I don't remember there being like the brick weapons last year. I'm not complaining. It's cool because I'm seeing some more of the like Bricklink kits and the kind of military style kits. I think we're seeing a lot more custom stuff available to purchase this year than at last year's show. So that's kind of cool. And of course, still have a lot of just normal stuff. Some of which is actually still available, like Groot there and the Goat Boat. I think the Elf Clubhouse. No, I think that's been retired. I don't remember for sure. I think that's gone though. I think they've only keeping it for like 2 years now. We have some of the lunar calendar characters. I know I have the tiger one, but I don't think I have the beer or the rat. The ox or the rat. I don't know where beer from. It's not even a bear or anything. Anyways. I know I have the tiger one.
You wouldn't really believe it came out of such a small box.
You see, we have a bunch of the Bricklink sets, which we do. They're really expensive, but they're also, because that's a really nice Lego store kit. So I would argue, nicer looking than any of the official Lego-made Lego store kits, but I think 480 is a little out of the price range what I'm looking to spend here today.
Probably going to sell the house financially. So because of that, I'm like, you know what?
Even out there as projects, some will buy it. Yes, they find it treasure and.
These old space sets are really cool because they have like the day glow orange pieces on them, like that are blacklight reactive. I don't have a blacklight here to test it out with, but these all kind of glow under blacklight. When I was a little kid, I don't know if it was this exact one, but I had one of these space monorail sets. It was really cool, and of course, being a child, I didn't appreciate it enough. I don't have any of the parts from it anymore, but it had like these kind of day glow pieces. You don't see the hoods like this anymore. They tend to be a little less blocky, a little more curved now. But this would look really like super fantastic. You could like shine a black light on it. I'm not sure what plant this is, but apparently they grow a lot of pink frogs there.
Yeah, actually.
You like the whiteboard? That one or that one?
Sorry, that one.
You don't want a flower on it? I kind of like the gray one.
Okay.
Can you get these two?
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, if we're going to come here, this is an option. We have to go and do some brick picking. Let's grab a bag and start rifling through stuff.
Where you pull off the pink color stuff, which is different color. Pull off the pink Lego pieces. Set it down there. Let them decide.
Need some wheels. We'll get some of these. And I plan on building the new holiday set, but it needs. I don't want train tracks for the trolley in it, so I'm gonna put real wheels on it.
So photo booth.
Got something that looks like a Friends thing here, but it's kind of complete, so why not? Why not? Interestingly, we seem to have one of the stations for Lego Dimensions in here. Not sure what good that would do you if you didn't already have Lego Dimensions, but it's interesting to see in here. Brick separators. I don't have like 60 of these. We should get a brick separator. Or not. I found most of a Doc Brown brick head, but someone's ripped his face off. Poor Doc Brown. I have no idea what this goes to, but I think I'm going to get it. It is very, very weird. I feel like it calls to me. Deadpool, got SpongeBob, Louise Belcher and Beastwatch, Ash, Rick and Morty, Mr. Meeseeks, Powerpuff Girls. All really cool things. We have the Lorax, Shaun the Sheep, and of course the Titanic. Things will go poorly for them. Especially because it seems that giants have invaded the ship.
Did you? Oh, this one's
Here's another really cool one.
I know, right?
Lunch Rush on Coruscant.
There we go. Well, now, shit, I feel like Han Solo. It's like, where are all these parts?
Got the Bad Bat shuttle in there. So this sort of can make the Tuk Tuk minifigure scale. Maybe I'll pick up that set at some point then. Food trucks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I do.
That one's really cool.
Straight up, and it's going down. But now I gotta build them out.
So here's a piece I didn't think I would ever actually see in person. I'm assuming it's not a reproduction. I'm assuming it's original. But it's the Lego duck. The like original. If I remember correctly, if I remember my Lego history correctly, and I could be wrong, but that I believe is the original toy released under the Lego name. Some 90 years ago. That toy has managed to survive almost a century. Lego sure has come a long way from that. All of this. Here we have a nice use of a lot of custom builds. As we have a beach landing. Don't think that's a D-Day, but very impressive. I think you see some Indiana Jones stuff in there. It's the Battle of Tarakan, 1945. And again, much like that other jungle one, it's the kind of thing I could never build myself because my giant hands would just not allow me to put up that many things and that close together without just knocking everything else over.
That's in his view, I think. He'll love that one. And it is so, your brings really a lot of local and
Take a look inside if you want to. You can take a look inside if you want to.
We have one in here.
Thor's apartment. You got him playing video games and drinking beer.
Nice.
Rachel and Monica's apartment. Uh-oh.
Cool.
Or in that one? You have to have that kind of power to build.
Chandler and Joey's apartment.
I thought it was two.
Nice. So we have Jerry's apartment next?
Jerry's apartment.
Good use for that.
The Fab Five loft. And of course, Central Perk. Along with the bar. Fill up the rest of the floor.
It's a great way to use all those dinosaurs in there too.
Oh, I just bought those.
Very impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
down.
Somehow I feel like the official Lego Eiffel Tower coming out in the next few weeks, supposedly coming out in the next few weeks, is not going to be as impressive as this one. I can barely get the whole thing even on frame. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the set actually has working elevators too. See, right there we see the lift coming down, and then up top here, little lights inside. The lift's going up and down. It's really super impressive. I don't know how well this will film, but we can see inside the back of Diagon Alley here, and some of the Winter Village. The Winter Village is a lot more involved than mine, although mine's pretty involved. So if it's a little too noisy for you in the main room, we can come over to the creative area, and you can just have some fun building. We have like an old Lego store display in there and everything. We have some of those day glow bricks. We have tables you can build stuff, and we have Eagle Bricks, which has some interesting. We have a Lego menorah. We have a Hanukkah version of the Winter Village carousel.
It's way better than the Winter Village. All of the horses go up and down.
Oh, nice.
And they don't rock, they go up and down like a real.
Wow.
Is that your anniversary or someone
Yes,
else?
this one.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
That's cool how they did it. How you did that. The difference.
This should be a real kit, Lego Costco. We were just about to head out, and then I saw that they had this up and running, so we had to come back and look at it one more time. This was I voted, I think, for most creative. I voted, there's a lot going on here, but now seeing it running, I'm glad I voted that way. That is a great use of I'm assuming that's the mouse coaster set as the base. All right, I think that's enough for one day. It was definitely worth spending extra on the tickets to come to the preview day. It was easier to look at things. It was easier to move around. If I come back for any of the other days, which I do plan to, it's going to be a lot more crowded, a lot busier. But today it's as you can see out here, it's kind of just deathly silent, like abnormally silent out here. And there's no food open. The food options are not available to us today, so that's a downside. But it was nice to be able to go look through things before everybody else gets a chance to. It was nice to be able to look at the models. The only downside, of course, being that they weren't all built yet. So I mean, I couldn't capture everything because some things are just still work in progress. But we voted for our favorite kits, so we did not vote for the same kits as each other. But I will tell you, top of my head, I voted for that Indiana Jones set. I voted for the Star Wars Book of Boba Fett set because I want that Rancor, and I want the set where they're chasing the Major Domo. I think it was called a Major Domo. And overall, it's a fun show. It's a little small. I was kind of hoping this year, with it being open and there not being a volleyball thing going on, they might move it into the big building. But it's still a lot of fun, and we bought some stuff, and so I guess now this is the part of the video where we head out and go back to the Voidspace and look at the stuff we bought. It was more than last year, so let's go do that now. And we are back now in the Voidspace, out of the cold and the sun and all of the horrors of nature to where we are safe and can safely look through what we picked up. Now, before we do that, I'd like to say that I'm glad the show was back. I enjoyed it. It was definitely worth paying the extra to go on the preview day, because there was, I think I already said this stuff, but there were, so many less people than there are going to be on the later days. Of course, when this video drops, it'll be the last day of the show, and I probably will go back that day. But it was worth going for the preview day because I was able to get a better look at things than I did last year. Last year, at the beginning of the video, it was fine, but it got really busy really fast, and it became hard to look at things and see things and just move around. Plus, last year, we were all still supposed to be masked up, and so, people crammed into tight spaces. Not the best possible thing. But going today was definitely worth the extra money, because not only can I can go back for the other 2 days, and we'll go back for at least one of them, but also we got our VIP lanyards to show that we are very important people. All VIP really gets you is early entry on the other 2 days, and that didn't work at all. And of course you get to go to the first day. But so yeah, that doesn't do much for you, but you do get a nice little lanyard so people know you're important. But the cool thing, aside from, of course, getting to see things without 500 other people just like on your shoulders, is that we got these little special Brick Palooza collectible minifigures. And we each got different ones. They were like, I don't know how randomized they were, but they were different ones. This one was mine. It was convenient. We each got one appropriately gendered for us. I don't know if it's in the video or not, but we were actually the first 2 people in the door. So we got the first 2 out of the boxes. Yep, here's mine, and here's my wife's. Of course, they don't really look anything like us, but it is kind of cool that I got a male figure, she got a female figure. And if you look on them, of course, you can see the base brick here is printed Brick Palooza, a Lego Fan Festival Exhibition Celebration, and the bodies are printed the same. And that's actually printed. It's not a sticker. It's printed on there. So these are nice little unique minifigures. They had different ones. There was a table you could buy them this year. Last year, I don't think they were selling them. Or maybe they had just sold out already. I don't know. Maybe they just were better prepared this year. But they had them for sale this year. So if you wanted to go back and get one, or just buy this piece on its own, you could do that. But that was really cool. That was a nice little add-on with our VIP purchase. And it's a unique little reminder of the event. Now, going on to the things that we actually bought while we were there. So honestly, it's not a ton of stuff, but there's a couple things we will need to build while we're doing this video. But let's look at the things that we bought. So for a while now, I've been wanting for my spring setup, where it's the city with the Marvel and the DC characters and the Lego movie characters, I've been wanting a dinosaur to put in it. Specifically, I've been wanting a T-Rex to put in it, but that's been difficult to find. Of course, for a while they weren't doing Jurassic Park toys, then they were doing them again, but there weren't any sets that had a T-Rex in them that I particularly cared for. So I've been looking to buy one just separately, or even a knockoff one. I would have bought a knockoff one, like my knockoff Rancor here. He's not legit. There was one booth selling the set the real one came in, but it was like $300, so I obviously did not buy it. But I've been looking for, a T-Rex to add to the city, and I saw one booth had a loose Carnotaurus. Now, Carnotaurus is not a T-Rex. Carnotaurus may be the biggest, baddest fella on the playground, but I'm from the 80s and 90s where T-Rex ruled, and I really wanted a T-Rex, but they had a Carnotaurus for $45 by itself. And I'm not going to say I would not have been tempted to buy it, except the same booth was selling the kit the Carnotaurus came in for $45. So I could buy the Carnotaurus by itself for $45, or buy it with a couple of vehicles, admittedly, I don't particularly have any interest in, but would have come with a couple, an extra 240 or 239 pieces of Lego for the exact same price. But there's even one more hitch to that, which is the booth next to it was selling that same kit for $40. So I'm now faced with the idea that I can spend $45 to just buy the Carnotaurus, or $40 to buy the kit the Carnotaurus comes in. So, yeah, I did the logical thing and bought the kit the Carnotaurus comes in. I really have no interest in that. That helicopter's ridiculous, frankly. And no interest in the truck either. I could maybe use the truck in something. But I figured it's a 240-piece kit for $5 less than buying that dinosaur by itself. So I don't know how much this kit, I don't know if this kit's even still in production or what the retail value of it is, but I wanted a dinosaur, and $40 is less than $45, and $40 with a bunch of pieces is a better deal than $45 with no additional pieces. And they had a kit for $35 that actually had the T-Rex in it, but it's that one that's for ages like 4 and up. That one I think is still available. I don't know if this one is or not, but I know that one is. And for being $5 cheaper, it comes with like 100 less pieces, and the T-Rex in it's like a bright green, which I'm not into. So next year, when the city gets set up, it is going to have a Carnotaurus in it, and we'll do a video at that point where I build the set, even though I probably won't use the vehicles from it. And speaking of things we could have bought in the store for possibly less, maybe not, I don't know. My wife picked out this. A plush Santa minifigure. This is actually a Target item from last year. They were selling it for $18. I honestly don't remember how much Target was selling it for. We didn't buy one at Target, but my wife was rather taken with it at Brick Palooza, and $18 didn't seem like an unreasonable amount for him. Again, I don't know how much he was. The reseller did pull off where Target's price was, so I couldn't see how much he originally sold for, but I'm going to assume it was less than $18. But again, $18 didn't seem that bad. He's in good condition. He stands up actually quite nicely for a plush. I know he's too close to the camera now, but he stands up quite nicely. His pose is a little weird, but I think, you can, it's plush. You can maneuver him a little bit. He does not have like any actual posability. The arms and head don't twist or anything, but he stands up rather well. And he is cute. He's got little glasses here, if you can see them. Yep, it's I already have, a dozen like actual Santa minifigures. Why not have a big plush one as well? And of course, there was the big tables of loose bricks you could go through. So naturally, I wouldn't hit that up. Looking for things. Well, first of all, I saw some of these like Dayglow, like alien invasion pieces. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but they were neat, and so I figured I'd grab them. What I was looking for specifically was green plates. I want a darker green. I only found like one darker green one. But ideally I want these for my Halloween display. Don't want to try to balance all the minifigures up on the green matting I have them on. It doesn't work that well all the time. And using the black little base plates that the minifigure collections come with, it doesn't work for me. So I got some green ones. The matting I put them on is green. It's not this shade of green though, but still I think it'll be better. Also I found like most of an A-wing. Other thing I was looking for specifically, it was wheels. I'm going to be putting together the new holiday set probably next week, probably next Sunday's video. And I intend to change out the wheels that came with the trolley in there for proper wheels, so it doesn't have to be on track, because it doesn't come with any track, and I've already got a train, and I don't want more track. So I got a few different sets of wheels in the hopes of having something that will look good on it. I probably already have wheels in my bin of loose stuff from like last year or other like loose bags I've picked up before, but better safe than sorry. Also, I'm not sure what this was, but it's the frame of something. It could be cool. Also, I found some weird pieces, things that got my attention, like this. Is this a Galador thing? I feel like this might be a Galador thing. And then also this weird thing. No idea. It's got like a metal screw in it too. I have no idea what this is for. I may have to look into it. I'm probably gonna find it was something stupid, but it was unique and like $15 a pound. I figured why not. Also, my wife found this little like photo booth, which I'm assuming is from a friend's thing. So we picked this little basically complete photo booth up. But yeah, just pieces that looked interesting. Wheels. you know, stuff. And I'll probably end up buying another bag of loose bits when I go back, because it's just what you do. But yeah, it was 21 bucks for all of that, which I don't know if that's a good price or not, but there's some unique pieces here, and I definitely will use at least some of those wheels when I put together the Holiday Village set for this year. Now, our last two items are things that we do need to actually put together, and they're both ones that I think are kind of unique. And so that I think we're gonna angle down a little bit here, just so I have room to build. Smooth out the tablecloth. Smooth it out. Smooth it out. All right. So our last two items are custom things. First of all, one's actually just a whole custom kit. It was from the Eagle Gifts. This was actually, we almost, didn't go in there because when we went in the first time, they were like still setting the room up. But Eagle Gifts, it was in the, wasn't in the main vendor room. It was in the creative zone area, which was nice. It was a quieter little place to go. If you want to just go and play with some Lego, you could do that. But they had a booth there that had some really nice original kits, and they were selling dreidels. And I figured, why not get a Lego dreidel? And the lady running the booth pointed out to me, that was kind of neat, is the pieces here are not stickers. They're printed pieces with Nun, Shin, Gimel, and Hey. I have never played dreidel as an actual game, but you know what? Today, we're going to build us one. Let's see what those instructions are like. I have no idea if they're going to look... Yeah, they look fairly Lego-ish. So let's go into the fast forward for a second here and build us a dreidel.
So short and thin, when it is so tired, it drops and then I win. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play.
And there we have it, our Lego dreidel. I'm not going to lie, that was a little more difficult to put together than I thought it would be. Step 10 here really kind of vexed me. That piece did not want to fit into place there. But I do now have my very own Lego dreidel. So dreidel, 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 I made you out of bricks. Yay! Gimel. I know this is like a gambling game you can play with dreidel. I want to say, actually, when I was in elementary school, we were going to do that one day, like when they were teaching us about different holiday traditions. We were going to do a thing where we did the dreidel game with like M&Ms, to gamble with M&Ms. And I don't think we ever actually did it though. But that spins pretty good, I think. I don't own a wide collection of dreidels. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I don't own a wide collection of dreidel, but I think that spins as well as any dreidel I've ever used. Nice. She had a Lego menorah, but it wasn't for sale because she said she hadn't quite worked out all the bugs of making it actually, not fall apart when you looked at it too hard. Which, let's be honest, there are legitimate Lego kits that have that exact same problem, but she's trying to work out her design. But it's really cool. It's a really nice little cool, unique thing. There was a lot more this year of what I expected to see last year. There were a lot more things involving custom pieces, like all the weapons. There were more of the custom kits, like some of those really expensive ones with a Brick Connect, I think it was called. There were some of those kits there. I noticed in some of the displays as part of the contest, you had knockoff figures like the Five Nights at Freddy's one, which was a nice display, and I hope that kid did well. But I have those same figures, and I know they're not legitimate Lego. But it was more what I was expecting to see last year. There was a little bit more stuff that wasn't official Lego stuff. All right, we have one more thing to build, and that is, I don't know if I made it to the video or not. Of course, I haven't edited the video yet, but we bought the stuff to make our own Lego snow globe. I think this year is a really cool idea because you have all those minifigures and stuff and little bits and stuff from the advent calendars and whatnot that it would actually be kind of fun to do. I'm not going to seal this up all the way. I'm not going to put water in it either. I don't know if that's intended or not. I feel like the one she had on display didn't have water in them. And I feel like putting water in this, given the snow you're given for it, I feel like that is potentially a problem. But, you know, actually, I don't think I can put this together in the video because I think you need glue, and I don't have any glue. I don't think... Does this have sticky on it? Yeah, it includes a base plate to put in here. But yeah, there's no glue or anything on it. So we can kind of give you the idea of what it's going to look like. So put that and that. And it'll look a lot like that. Oh! Well, that's also a problem, isn't it? That tree is way too tall for the snow globe. Well, it's a neat idea, but I think we're going to have to do a little work on it before we put it together. So we're not going to put this together now because that's a bit of a fail there. But still, it's a very cool idea. I don't feel bad at all for spending $10 on this. It will look cool once we work out the kinks and replace that with a tree that actually fits in there. Because it was a really nice tree. We both were kind of impressed with the way the tree looked. But yeah, it doesn't actually fit in the globe. So that's a problem. But oh well. We still bought it. It's not as successful as the dreidel, but it is what it is. And with that, I think we'll put the camera back up a little bit so you can see Lego minifigure Santa there. And wrap this up. Brick Palooza was a lot of fun again. Hopefully they'll be back in next year. Hopefully they'll be bigger. I would really like to see them be in, if not the big building, maybe multiple buildings. I feel like there are enough Lego people in the Placer County, Sacramento County area that you could fill up more space if you had more space available to you. If nothing else, you could definitely get more people to enter their builds into the contest because some of those builds are really, really nice. And they have the judging for the best in show and most creative. And I don't know who won. We left before they did the actual tallying of the votes. But I'm sure if I go to their website, Facebook page, it probably will say who won. But they asked on there a category for future shows that they should do. And I suggested, because a lot of those kits you can see were started with box kits. Like, particularly, I think probably my favorite box kit starter was that one where the gentleman showed us, I should be in the video, I recorded it. He showed us the inside of that apartment building, which had like the Friends apartments, Jerry Seinfeld's apartment, the Fab Five loft, and Central Perk on the bottom floor. Kits that started out with a box set as like a jump off point. I would love to see a category, because so many of them, there are identifiable parts in these displays. Like, one display that was still being built while we were there clearly had multiple instances of the corner garage kit in it. I saw pieces clearly from like Ninjago sets, from Monster Fighter sets that were, jumping off points for something bigger and more creative. And I think that is a category that does deserve some recognition. But it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I do plan to go back on Sunday, which would be the day this video releases. So if you're there, I don't know how you know it's me to say hi, because I'm not going to be recording and I stand behind the camera because who wants to look at me? But if you're there, say hi and I will pretend to not hear you, because I am a very unsocial person when it comes down to it. But I hope you found this all interesting and entertaining. I do thank you for joining me on our trip to Brick Palooza 2022. If you found it at all interesting or entertaining, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.